This is The Atlantic Ocean by Richard Swift. Super fun drum track for, in my perspective, especially because the groove itself on paper looks like, okay, what's the real trick here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all quarter note bass, but everything else around the drums is got this beep, ba beep, ba beep, ba beep, ba beep, that kind of vibe where they're really, really swung eighth notes. Or you can think of it as, oh man, dotted eighth sixteenths, where 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. It's very close to the next strong beat, right? It's probably not full on 16th, dotted eighth 16th idea, but it's pretty close to that. So here's a method to do this. So if you're playing along to a click, it's just a click, right? How are you distinguishing what the feel is when you're just playing quarter notes? Should it feel different? Should it not feel different if you were thinking of purely straight eighths or this swung eighth type of vibe? I think from my perspective, it's really helpful to think about when the stick is lifting and the delivery of each stroke, depending on the subdivision that you're latching onto. I think that's kind of the winner here. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and very straight, I'm trying to lift very even in between those quarter note ideas with the right hand. When you get to the swung eighth idea, actually I feel like I'm compressing the stroke a little bit on each new stroke. So the lift, my lift and rebound has something to do with the subdivision that I'm trying to create or mimic with the swung idea. So sit with that for a little bit, kind of think about how you would play those. The placement of the left hand when it plays, there's something to that when you're just playing the quarter notes. I'm hearing the swung eighth with the left hand somewhere in the lift with my right hand when it plays just the quarter notes. So that's kind of a long-winded attempt to kind of illustrate how I'm feeling that right hand idea. So a couple other vocabulary things that come up in just the first little a minute and 30 seconds of this tune. Bringing the right hand from the hi-hat back to the snare drum to play a 4. So that's a cool idea. You can substitute that for beat 2 or beat 4. Very cool. So digga-digga, 1, 2, digga-digga. So when you play an eighth note triplet, playing number, second partial, third partial, big next beat. You can use that vocabulary pretty easily. That's kind of the idea with that. So that's the first little bit, and then also how about the 6-stroke rolls? Single stroke, 2 lefts, 2 rights, single left, and then the whole pattern repeats again. Tried to throw as much as I could into a short amount of space, but that vocab is extremely helpful when dealing with an accent to a non-accent idea while still filling in the sextuplet, or sorry, the eighth note triplets over the course of 2 beats. Very, very cool ideas. And then the hit pattern coming out of the chorus. 2, ready, and 2, and 1, and 4, So that's the framework, right? So use that as kind of a, big pillars for some fill ideas. 1, 2, ready. 2, ready, and 2, ready, and okay. So if it helps to write it out, do it. But that's a very common fill structure. The distance between those notes, that dotted quarter idea. 1, 2, and 1, and 4, 1. 4, 1 is the only quarter note space in that chunk. Okay, so very fun tune, cool stuff to work on with that one.